Hi guys, welcome back to this place. If you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, this is Loki, and today we are watching season 2, episode 9 of Lost. I am excited because I want to see how this conversation with Jack and Ana Lucia goes, especially because she was kind of the de facto leader of the Tailies, and Jack is the kind of appointed leader of, I don't know what we call the original group. I don't know. So I'm curious how that's going to go, especially because of what happened with Shannon, and also the fact that he had that drink with her prior to them getting on the plane. So yeah, I'm interested. We also had Ana Lucia's backstory, or at least a good bit of it, in the last episode. At least enough for us to know a little bit about where she's coming from, like mindset-wise, going into this season and this show. So I still like her. I feel bad for her. She's got a lot of trauma to work through, and I just hope that she'll be able to work through it on the island, because there's not really resources to help her here for the most part. But yeah, I think that's kind of where we are. We had some reunions. Rose and Bernard are back together. Jen and Sun are back together. And just in general, I'm excited to see the Tailies interacting with the rest of the cast of characters that we know, and just how that integration is gonna go. Like, is it going to go smoothly? Are people going to get mad at each other? Are people going to be distrustful of each other? Especially because Shannon died in this first sort of interaction. So, yeah. I'm just curious. So, only one way to find out, and that's by click and play. They're cute. I like them a lot. Hurley thinks they're cute too. Hurley's like, I'll ship it.
I love her.
Oh. Ooh. Are we talking about Kate? Also, that doesn't mean that she loves him, so I wouldn't get too upset about it if I were you, Jack. You know? What? Where did that fucking giant horse come from? Well, a regular-sized horse, but still, a full-sized fucking horse.
You gonna take my pants off first?
Ew. I hope that's not her boyfriend or husband.
You are beautiful.
Alright, you're drunk, sir.
I made my bed, Catherine.
Well, your bed's gone, Ma.
Was that her dad or her mom's boyfriend that she killed? If she didn't turn around when it blew up.
An insurance policy for the house.
What?
I took it out in your name.
What did you do? Does Wayne know about this?
I don't think he knows much of anything anymore.
Just remember that you were here and you didn't see me, okay?
Catherine, what did you do?
I took care of you, Ma. I gotta go. You're not gonna see me for a while.
Okay, so that was her mom's man. Why was he hitting on her then? Fucking creepy ass creep.
I'm gonna go to the funeral.
I doubt she is. I doubt she would be welcome,
I don't think I'm gonna make
to be
it.
honest.
I love that.
shit.
May she rest in peace.
Yep, they made me cry.
Why did you kill me?
He having a nightmare. Oh, she left.
Do you think there are horses here?
What?
I think I saw a horse in the jungle.
Seen polar bears. Seen monsters. Well, heard monsters, but horses. No. Kate. Where are you going?
To find the horse.
Tallahassee, one way, please.
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee. I spent a week in Tallahassee one night. It's all strip malls.
Spent lots of my
Waffle
life in
houses.
Tallahassee.
What's a pretty girl like you gonna do down in Tallahassee?
I'm sure I'll find
Is
something.
that Azazel?
Bet you got family down
The
there.
marshal.
Actually, I'm just visiting.
Yeah. Reckon she's not going to Tallahassee.
Don't run, Kate. Kate Austin, you're under arrest for murder.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah, you did. Your mama gave you up, Kate.
Why was her mom tell on her? She was trying to protect her. Oh, I finally got it off.
Thank you. Free at last, huh?
Yeah, man. Looks good. What's up with the blast doors?
Blast doors.
Ooh.
Hey, Desmond, he didn't tell you about these, what they're for?
No.
He didn't really
No,
say.
he didn't. But he did leave a movie.
Movie?
Oh God.
Yeah.
We're gonna indoctrinate everybody with
Wanna see it?
with this movie about the Dharma Initiative.
I would like to see it too. If you don't mind.
I just think Echo is so cute. Sorry. I have a crush.
I come back, I find Sawyer just lying on the ground. You just took off.
Is he okay?
Yes, Kate, he's fine.
Everyone's got the trauma, Jack. You should know this.
I'm sorry that I'm not as good.
You are good, I think. Just because you did what you did doesn't mean you're bad.
Don't!
Okay. He almost took her whole shirt off. Sorry. I'm just... Oh. Is this the first time they kissed? Why do I feel like they've already kissed? I honestly can't remember. I don't super ship it, so...
What do you think?
Yeah.
About the film, what do you think?
What does he think?
I saw Walt in the jungle just before Shannon was shot.
But I think that's more a natural projection thing.
Does that make me crazy?
I don't think anybody's crazy on this island. I think this island is fucked up.
But she loves him. She defends him.
Takes victims
When that don't make a person want to kill somebody, I don't know what
of
does.
domestic abuse.
But the question
on average,
is,
like 7 times
now,
to leave.
why now?
It's real
Why, after all these
fucked
years,
up thing.
did you just decide to blow poor Wayne up?
Poor Wayne. What about him as poor? You just said he beat her mom. Oh dear. Maybe this is how she escapes. Girl, I'd be trying to get out of the car and just take the keys with me. No? Oh, it was a horse. It wasn't... I thought it was a deer. So that's why she thinks it's a ghost.
I have something I think you should see.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I would also like to see it, if you don't mind.
If you don't mind, I will begin at the beginning.
Works for me.
Long before Christ,
Oh,
the king of Judah
the very,
was a man named Josiah.
very beginning.
But when the secretary returned,
Josiah was gone.
he had no gold.
Oh.
And when Josiah asked why this was, the secretary replied,
What did he reply?
"We found a book."
We found a book.
Do you know this story?
No.
No, afraid I don't.
Is it the book, the Bible?
What the secretary had found
Or a different Bible?
was an ancient book.
Mm-hmm.
The Book of Law.
The Book of Law?
You may know it as the Old Testament.
Ah.
On the other side of the island, we found a place much like this.
Uh-huh. Was there a book?
We found a book.
It was the Bible, right? Is it the Old Testament? Book of Law?
I believe what's inside there will be of great value to you.
Another film reel thing? Oh, it is. Another film. What's that one gonna say?
So, Rose's husband's white. Didn't see that one coming.
Why?
There's something you need, Charlie?
No. Who's taking care of Sawyer?
Son is.
So you're like mad at him?
Why would I be mad at Sawyer?
Because you always
Because
are.
he's the one who always comes down here and chops wood, and now you are? It's like
Role reversal?
transference.
Are you a shrink now?
Well, that's what they call it in the mental hospital.
Ah.
I'm not mad at anyone.
I think you are. I think you're mad at yourself and Kate, and maybe Sawyer as well.
Can you watch him? I can stay if you need
yeah,
to.
I can.
Thanks.
Oh, her dad. I recognize his name, because they said her last name's Austin, right?
Why didn't you tell me that Wayne was my father?
Oh.
Why?
I didn't tell you because I knew you'd kill him. And your mother loved him. You were 5 years old. I wanted to take you along with me. She wouldn't let me.
So why didn't you kill him?
Because I don't have murder in my heart.
Well, that's kind of a fucked up thing to say to your daughter. She is his daughter, essentially, you know. Not biologically, but...
I'm gonna have to call him.
Both her parents just turned on her.
Can I have an hour?
It's kind of fucked up. It's even creepier that Wayne was kind of hitting on her knowing that he's her fucking biological father. Can we just talk about that for a second?
It's because I hated that you were a part of me. That I would never be good. That I would never have anything good. And every time that I look at Sawyer, every time I feel something for him, I see you, Wayne. It makes me sick.
Sawyer's not like him.
Bunk bed?
Oh, he's never seen the bunker, yeah.
Yeah, you're in a bunk bed.
We saved.
How was Sawyer?
What are the odds?
Probably astronomical if you actually want to get...
Don't mistake coincidence for fate.
You're talking to the wrong guy, though. Locke's gonna read into it, because that's kind of what he does. Sure.
Son of a bitch.
He's like, damn, not rescued, actually.
You need a haircut.
Oh, really?
I like it. Not in its current state. He needs a hair wash, but...
Maybe I'll take me back inside.
Why? Oh, the horse? Does he see the horse?
You see that?
You mean the big-ass horse standing in the middle of the jungle, then? Yeah.
So it is there? How the fuck is there a horse?
You know that horse, Freckles?
Yeah, I do.
How the fuck is that possible? Unless I get nothing.
And in a timely fashion.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Do not attempt to use a computer for anything else other than the entering of the code. Attempting to use a computer in this manner will compromise the integrity of the project and, worse, could lead to another incident. I repeat, do not use a computer for anything other than entering the code.
But you can't.
Congratulations.
Even, right?
Until your replacements arrive, the future of the project is in your hand.
What was the incident? Excuse me? Who the fuck said hello? Who is this? You're fucking typing to me. No, don't respond, Michael. You should just respond, who is this? He did not watch that part. The video. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, so they haven't been able to use the computer to do anything else except for enter the code. They're not supposed to use the computer to do anything else except for enter the code. Now the computer is talking to them, which they're not supposed to do. Michael is responding to the computer, and it's Walt? How would Walt be using the computer? How would Walt be, unless... So, it's possible that Walt is using the computer because he's magic or some shit. But it's also possible the others are somehow using this in order to fuck with Michael. Be like, is it a trap? Is it gonna fuck up the thing? Like, what's the incident? Also, my new theory, to add on to the truckload of theories that I have, is that maybe this has happened before. Maybe they're stuck in a time loop. And like, it keeps like Groundhog Day sort of, but it keeps repeating because the incident keeps happening. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Maybe that's a stretch. That's probably a stretch, but that's a theory. I don't know. I think it's either Michael or the others. Not Michael. Walt or the others that's talking to Michael. But like there's a lot of weird fucking shit happening on this island. Like, I don't necessarily think that Sawyer was possessed by the fucking ghost of Wayne. But what is the horse doing there? Why is there a horse? How does the horse know Kate? Was the horse always on the island and it fucking just appeared to Kate to help her in that moment so that she could become on the island? Like, why does everything lead to the island? Like, were they always meant to end up here? But why? Like, for what purpose? And if so, then who's pulling the strings? Like, maybe I'm just looking too much into it, thinking too much about it, but like, why is Kate, like, why would the horse be on the island? Why would the horse be on the island? And it has to be there. Like, at first I'm like, it's a hallucination. Like, I thought Jack's dad was a hallucination way back in the day, just like a manifestation of his grief. Maybe his fucking dad was actually there too. I don't fucking know. Like, why is the horse there? how is it that horse? Like, you could say, like, okay, black horses are not, like, super rare, you know? Like, there could be a black horse there, and in wherever she was that she got picked up by the marshal, Azazel. But I, like, it's this, like, it let her pet it and shit. But then did she know the horse before it wrecked the car? I don't understand this show. I don't understand. I don't understand. You guys, I wish that I understood what the fuck is happening. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then Echo's talking about Josiah. They found a book, the Book of Law. It was the Old Testament, and then that's how they rebuilt the temple. And, like, but what does that have to do? What does that have to do with the real? And then later, Echo is saying to Locke, like, don't mistake coincidence for fate, which, kind of speaking to the wrong person, Locke is definitely going to see this as, like, an indication that the island is telling him something. But, like, what was the point of Echo's story? And then, like, why tell that story and then seemingly, like, it's relevant, but then you're like, hey, but don't mistake this for fate. I'm just confused. You know, like, okay. So all of that, putting it to the side for 2 seconds, we got the flashback. We finally know what Kate did, which I think is the name of the episode. It was like, what Kate did or something like that. We finally know why she was arrested. It's like I suspected. Like, I don't remember my exact theory, to be honest with you, because it's been a hot second. But it's as I suspected, that she was doing it either in self-defense or something like that, right? And, well, okay, so I don't think that Kate is bad. I do think it's really interesting that she said to Sawyer when she was thinking it was the ghost of Wayne, that the reason that she did it wasn't because he took away her dad, and it wasn't because he beat her mom, and it wasn't because he was just an overall shitty person who also, like, let's not forget the fact that he was for sure hitting on his daughter. Like, I don't know that he knew that she was his daughter, but still pretty fucked up. Anyway, she said it's because of him that she knew she could never be good, because he was a part of her. Which, like, I understand that we can sort of internalize who our parents are and think that that's who we are destined to be. But, like Azazel said, and I'm sorry I'm calling him Azazel because I do not remember his name on this show, but I remember his name on Supernatural, so I refer to him as Azazel. Was his name Frank in this? Why do I feel like Frank might be his name? Am I just making that up? Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. But he said that she was a straight A student. She'd never even had a parking ticket. Like, she was a good person, right? Like, on paper. So I wonder why she felt like she was bad. Like, why did she internalize that when she found out that he was her dad? Because up to the point of, like, killing him, it doesn't seem like she had done anything bad. I mean, she did, because I think that happened, was that before? No, that was after. I was going to say she did sleep with that guy who was married and just had a baby, but that was after. So, and then he got killed, which, again, that was after. And I don't know, like, I don't think that they were charging her with his murder. I think it was just the dad's, right? Wayne's. But I'm curious as to why she internalized this idea that she was bad because he was bad. And, like, biologically they were the same, even though she wasn't bad. Maybe it's just because they share the same DNA, she was thinking, like, inevitably I will become bad. I don't know. It's just a very interesting thing. Like, I don't know why she internalized that so much. I'm trying to figure it out. I do think that she did it for her mom, though. I think that maybe, even though she's saying she didn't, I think that that's her looking at herself in a negative way, when I think that she probably did do it for her mom, and then because he was her biological father, she could say to herself that the reason that she was capable of that is because he was her biological father, you know? I really liked this episode. I'm curious as to, like, where they're gonna go with Kate and Jack, because they kissed in this episode, and then they also showed him sort of bonding with Ana Lucia at the end. I don't really have like a big ship. I don't know, what am I trying to say? I don't really care. That sounds bad. But I'm not invested in Jack and Kate being endgame. I have a feeling, based off the way the show has gone so far, that that's kind of what they want me to feel. That they're kind of trying to lead to Jack and Kate being endgame, or at least a love story that I'm really rooting for. So far, not really, but we'll see. Maybe that'll change in the future. Honestly, at this point, I am most invested in Jen and Sun, probably. Like, out of the couples, like, I'm most rooting for them. Rose and Bernard are very cute. But yeah, they're probably my biggest ship now, since they took away Saeed and Shannon, because they're rude. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really invested in Jack and Kate. I'm not really invested in Jack and Ana Lucia. I like all of them individually as characters, but I'm not sold on them yet. I like Kate and Sawyer, or the idea of Kate and Sawyer, but I also don't like what she said in this episode about how she sees Wayne and Sawyer, because I think it's really unfair to Sawyer. Maybe she can, like, change that, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that bit, so we'll see. I don't know how I feel about Kate's parents. Like, I remember in the last episode, her mom, she was, like, unwell. In the last flashback that we saw of her mom, they were at the hospital and they met, and it was after she had that affair with the guy before he died, and she talked to her mom, and her mom seemed to have some sort of, like, dementia or amnesia or something happening, and that was an interesting, like, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what happened, because she seemed fine here, and I imagine not that long had passed between the two situations. So yeah, I think it's kind of fucked up that her mom turned her in. Like, that's your daughter, you should protect your daughter, because she was trying to protect you. But also, I understand that it's a lot easier to say that in the situation her mom was in, because domestic violence is very, very tricky. Like I said in the episode, it takes people on average 7 tries to leave. I think it's 7. I could be wrong. If I have that statistic wrong, just let me know. But it's something like that. And there's a lot of feelings and just trauma and baggage wrapped up in domestic violence. So I can understand, even though it frustrates me that her mom would betray her, I can kind of understand if she had been in that situation for the past 24 years, like, it's going to be really hard for her to get out of it. Even if he's dead, you know, like, mentally, she's really going to struggle. So her dad, her not biological dad, I guess, the Austin guy, like, it kind of frustrated me that he was like, I have to turn you in. But at least he gave her an hour. I don't know. It's also kind of fucked up that he was like, I don't have killing in my heart or something, which is fine, but the way that he said it kind of implied that he always thought that Kate did, which, I mean, I guess kind of true, but it was just a little fucked up the way that he said it, I guess, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm glad Sawyer is getting better. I'm just glad that he's getting better. I'm glad that the tailies are sort of integrating into the group in what seems to be overall a pretty successful way. I do feel bad for Ana Lucia. I do think that most people probably will understand it was an accident, in particular once they know, which based off what Charlie was saying, they kind of do know, like, how fucked up their situation was over on the other side of the island. So I hope that she'll feel more at home there. I mean, as at home as any of them feel, because they're trapped on a deserted island. But yeah, I am mostly curious about who the fuck's talking in the computer, why the fuck the horse was there, why the fuck any of this stuff is happening on this island, and like, just what is going on. Just what is going on? Like, what is going on with this Dharma Initiative, with this fucking horse, with this fucking island, with this computer, like all of it. I'm just, are there other clues hidden throughout the island, or other reels that we can like watch more videos? Because I don't feel like I have all the information that I need based off that one video. That's crazy. I wonder if this was the mid-season finale, because that would be a wild way to end it, especially like Locke and Echo watching that video and then being like, don't use the computer for anything bad. It's what led to the incident, or anything other than its designated task. And then somebody's like, hey, who's this? And Michael's just like, do, what's going on? My name's Michael. Like, you know, it's very stressful. Anyway, I cannot wait to watch the next episode. If you also cannot wait to watch the next one, you can watch my reaction to it right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube, as well as my entire full-length reaction to this episode, that episode, and all the episodes that I've seen so far of Lost. That is over on Patreon as well, and it is linked in the description down below. I don't know. I kind of want to watch the next one. As I always say, you guys, the desire to binge this show is so hard to resist. I might watch the next one because, like, I need it. I need it. I need it. I need to know. I need to know. What do you guys think? I don't know if you can see. Dean's got his little vampire teeth out. He's got your little vampire teeth out. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Until then. Bye, guys.